focus on my breathing. My mind wanders to some silly place.
So it is about 4 o'clock in the morning on December 3rd. I apologize if you can't hear me very well. It's nighttime, everyone's sleeping. I am not sleeping because my husband went to the emergency room this evening, or my cat, he went last evening because he started showing symptoms of having a stroke at work. So he's been in the ER. He was admitted into the hospital. They did CT scans, they did EKG, they did blood tests. So far, from what I heard from him, there's no definitive answer. It was not a stroke. All of his cognitive tissues and his heart tissues, everything are fine, but they don't know yet what was the cause of the symptoms. So he's gonna see a neurologist in the morning, and in the meantime I am going to be eating to fill the fear void in my heart. So pray for me. Even if this is future you, pray for past me. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you. I have 3 cocky French fries. I'm gonna eat those first. Then I have the pork bowl. I can't think of the actual name of it, but I've gotten it before and showed you. There's rice in here and kimchi in here. So, yeah. We're gonna go with round 2. asked Santa for a new phone for Christmas because my lenses are broken. But I'll tell you the story about this decant because it's the last day of the first week of this Vlogmas, so we'll end on a high note. So I got several packages in the mail today, and one of them was from the Gap factory outlet, and it came in a shipping bag. It's right here. It came in a shipping bag like that, and there were all the items I had ordered that I was expecting. And then after I pulled the last one out, I felt something like rolling around, like there was still something in the bag. And so I reached in and I saw this, it looked like this, and I was like, what the heck? Like, I didn't order any perfume or any bottled items like that from Gap. So what is that? So I take it out and I unroll it, and it's clearly a handmade decant, right? And I was like, what the fuck? But so I look at the label, and the label says Navitus Xenial. And I was like, I bought this from a seller on Facebook. Why is it in this Gap bag? I don't know. The packaging that I'm sure the seller shipped this item in is nowhere to be seen. I don't know, like, because we've lived in these apartments for a long time. Sorry, I keep covering up the camera. We've lived in these apartments for a long time, so they know who I am. So I'm assuming that the packaging was really damaged because it's USPS, and they're crazy this year. So I'm assuming that the packaging was really damaged, and so they just put the item that was in the damaged packaging into another package, because this bag, I don't know if you can tell, like this corner is all like messed up. It was like that to begin with, like it was torn open a little bit. So I don't know if they tore it open and put it in there or what, but what had to have happened to the original packaging that the shipper shipped me this perfume in for them to take it out and put it in the other package? It had to have been in the mailroom, like in our office, because like USPS wouldn't do that. They just let it be. But I'm baffled. It's so weird. Anyway, I hope that you all have had a great first week of December. Mine has been a little topsy-turvy. Like I said, my husband was in the hospital. He is well. He's taking medication to prevent future blood clots, and he can resume normal activities, so he is well. I'm just like, I feel like I'm just under a lot of stress. I keep like almost, I want to say like 4 days out of the 7 days of the week, I woke up with a migraine. Some of them have resolved, some of them like really kind of linger, you know. So the only change I've made to my own like self is I started taking a new supplement, but I started taking that back in November, and I don't think that that's the reason. I think it's just stress. But anyway, I hope you guys have had a great first week of December, and I'll see you in a new video soon. Okay, bye. See you dancing in my fire. I love the way you move, it gives me